Hello everyone, and welcome back. In preparation for Smaugust, today's video is about explaining the design process of this boy right here. When I design creatures, I just throw things at the wall and see what sticks. I will be using this same strategy for Smaugust. What is Smaugust? For those of you who don't know, Smaugust is a month-long art challenge where you typically design a different dragon every day based on prompts for each day. A couple of my friends and I got together and made our own Smaugust prompt, so I'll be using that. Feel free to tag along. Perhaps I'll use these Smaugust designs for my own world building project. In my world, I have an idea for two types of dragons. Archosaur dragons with anatomy which is similar to dinosaurs and pterosaurs. The second is more lizard-like dragons. There's a third type, but I'll save that for another time. I gave myself a prompt for this dragon. The prompt was Shapeshifter. The first thing to come to mind were chameleons and cuttlefish. I eventually thought about birds that mimic tree bark, caterpillars that mimic snakes, and snakes that use the end of their tails to mimic spiders. I got the feeling that I wanted this dragon to be very lizard-like. I started with a sketch of a frilled lizard, but then wanted to draw an anal lizard standing upward. I'm on that Koraidon propaganda. What if a frilled lizard's neck frill resembled butterfly wings? For the patterning, I looked at jumping spider abdomens, coconut crabs, and fish. I experimented with some colors I really liked, like how this blue and red palette really pops, but I ended up liking this one the most. I was trying to figure out a body plan for this guy, but I was hit with an epiphany. What's the point of having a neck frill if you have wings that can do the exact same thing? There's a bird of paradise from BBC's Planet Earth that came to mind. It's called the superb bird of paradise. Tons of other birds use their wings as a form of display, but I ain't gonna name them all. I did two sketches trying to figure out how I wanted the wing fingers to look, and I sketched two possible poses for when the wings are folded. I wanted them to have a more mountain banshee design from the movie Avatar rather than Legiana's wings from Monster Hunter. The most difficult part of the process for me during this was trying to find a balance between the dragon looking believably capable of flight while also having the body still look like a squamate. Squamata is the largest order of reptiles comprising lizards and snakes, according to Wikipedia. When I landed on the wing anatomy I liked, I started to mess around with colors. I started with the blue and red palette again because it was just so striking, but I think I'll have to save that palette for another creature since I wanted this relatively small dragon to blend into its environment at least a little bit. Who knows, maybe I'll drop this little guy with blue colors into a blue biome one day and he'll fit right in. I don't care what anybody says, I love shades of browns and oranges. I remember how much I liked the reddish design from earlier, so I settled on that. I colored in a little side profile to figure out what that would look like. Before I could get started with the illustration, I had to figure out what kind of pose I wanted it to be in, so I started with some thumbnail sketches. I like the idea of it seeming like it was resting on a tree, while also displaying its wings to whatever was in front of it. Perhaps it's perceiving a threat. Now I can get started with the illustration. And there we have it, a shape-shifting dragon. A very loose definition of shape-shifting, but you get the idea. It uses the eye pattern on its wings to mimic a predator to ward off its own predators. If I had one criticism of my design, I probably would have put the eye spots on the pinky wing membrane, so the eye spots could have been bigger. I probably made the base of the head too wide for what I originally planned, but that's fine. Let me know what you guys think of the little guy in the comments. I think these wings are the general anatomical plan I want for all my lizard-like dragons. This also means that some of the dragons I've created before need an update to their wings, as they're in the lizard-like category. Don't forget, Smaugust is right around the corner. We've got prompts. Making this prompt list was a collaborative effort between some friends and I. Our good friend Penny designed the Dragon Circle's logo. Dragon Circle is just what we call our friend group. Each of us just chose the one we liked the most from Penny's design. It was hard to pick because they were all so cool, and I'm going to try my best to upload weekly for Smaugust. After the end of Smaugust, the Dragon Circle and I are going to get together and review each other's dragon designs. We love to see all of your guys' designs that use the prompts. Be sure to use the hashtag Dragon Circle so we can see them. I'll have the prompts uploaded on most of my different social media profiles. Some of my friends might have them uploaded on them too. Would you like to see a high-resolution version of the dragon artwork in this video? Patreon helps me to upload these videos faster. In return, I post tons of early access artwork and works in progress weeks in advance. Though it's not required, you guys taking the time to even watch my videos fills me with joy and a drive to keep making these videos. Would you like to see more of my artwork? Feel free to check out my card in the description below. Want to join my art Discord? That's down there too. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye-bye!
It's not like he can transform.
Hey, Darkwing! Oh, my finger can transform. Guess which one?
Oh,